Want to read a file line by line in Java? In this video, I'll show you exactly how to do it using BufferedReader and FileReader, so you can handle file reading in the most efficient way possible. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Alright, here I have a file called inputfile.txt, placed in the root folder of our Java project. This file contains several lines of information like this. Now, to read it line by line in Java, the thing we need to prepare is a try-catch block to handle any errors that may occur during the file reading process. That's why we use IOException as the exception to catch here. First, we'll read the file through an input stream. Since our file only contains plain alphabet characters, we can use a file reader as our input stream. Let's name the file reader object input file and pass the file name as a parameter when creating the new file reader. The next step is to create a buffered reader. This step allows the file to be read in one go, and the data is stored in a buffer, making the reading operation more efficient. I'll name this buffered reader object buffer, and we'll pass the input file as the parameter when creating it. These two steps show how file reading can be optimized for performance. Though you could also write it in a shorter, cleaner form like this. To avoid resource leaks that could affect your program's performance, it's recommended to close both the file reader and buffered reader after the try block finishes. You can do this by calling the close method manually, or use try with resources by placing the file reader and buffered reader directly in the try declaration. This way, both file reader and buffered reader will be automatically closed once the try block is done executing. Plus, it's cleaner and more concise from a coding perspective. Now we can move on to reading the file line by line using the readLine method from the BufferedReader class, like this. As you can see, the result is the first line of the file. If we duplicate this code, the second code, it will return the second line, and so on. Now we're successfully reading the file line by line. If you want to read all lines, you can simply use a loop like this. That's it. Your file reading is set up. If this video helped, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.